This is a demo of the BEAD Consumer Challenge website for California. We begin here on the landing page, where this page will offer a set of instructions for the individual to locate their address. There are two ways that the individual can do that. The first way is to use the search bar and type their address here. And the second way is to go ahead and zoom in and scroll around on the map until they locate their address. One thing to point out here, that the pink dots represent an unserved location and blue dots represent an underserved location. Those two colors of dots will be eligible for BEAD funding already. So the individual is going to want to focus on the gray dots, which are the served locations that may not be representing accurately the service availability that they have. So for the demo, I will go ahead and select a gray dot on the map. It will pull up the address here, and then I can go ahead and move to the next page. Okay, here we're going to select our comment type. As you can see here, the address that I selected is listed here. If I click expand detail, this will give me information about the address that I selected, what type of building it is, the unit count, the location ID, etc., as well as the providers that service this address. Also the service type that is provided here, as well as speeds. So I'll go ahead and hide these details. The next step will be to go ahead and select the comment type. All of these comment types do follow the evidentiary requirements for the NTIA model challenge process. There's a description of each comment type below the button. Probably the most common type of comment will be speed. So for today's demo, I will go ahead and select that and move to the next page. Here's where the individual will enter their information. So I'll go ahead and do that. And then here from the drop-down, you can pick, the individual will go ahead and pick who their service provider is. So in this case, it will only allow me to pick service providers that are at this address, so Xfinity, and then the technology type I'd like to comment on. Go ahead and choose cable. For the next step, you will need 3 speed tests taken on 3 separate days. If the individual does not have speed tests, they can go ahead and click here, and this button will take them to the performance test and survey where they can obtain those speed tests. Okay, so once again, it will give you another chance to take speed tests if you need them. Otherwise, you can go ahead and upload your speed tests here, which is what I will go ahead and do. Now that I have the speed tests uploaded, I will go ahead and enter the details that I can find within the speed test. So first, I will indicate how the speed test was conducted. Secondly, I will choose the date and time of the speed test. Then I will enter my IP address. If the individual does not know their IP address, they can go ahead and just type into an internet search, a browser search bar, what is my IP address, and it will let them know what that is. And then they will enter the upload, download, and round trip latency information that they can obtain on the speed test that they took. For this example, I'm just going to quickly enter some numbers. And then I do need to do this for all 3 speed tests that I entered. Okay, so now that I have my details entered for my speed tests, I can go ahead and click the next button here. The last step in this process is to check the box here that says you understand and agree that by submitting this response, you're authorizing units of local government and nonprofits to use the information to help improve the quality of their broadband services. Once this box is checked, all you have to do is simply submit comment. This is the very last step.